One of the best crops that you can grow for you and your family in your garden is garlic. We're going to show you today how to grow these huge, beautiful bulbs and all the mistakes to avoid when growing it. Come along with us. Now, sometimes finding good garlic online is difficult and it's always expensive, but you can find great garlic at your local stores. There's just a few things you need to look for. One of them is finding organic garlic. A lot of garlic comes from overseas and who knows how it's grown. So it's a good place to start with organic garlic. Now you can find organic garlic at Walmart sometimes, you can find it at Whole Foods, you can find it at natural grocers, local farmers markets. It's out there and it's going to be way less expensive than trying to order it over the internet. When you're picking it out, make sure you pick out the largest possible bulbs that you can find. Those large bulbs are more than likely going to have very large cloves in them, which is what you want for growing large garlic. Now, a lot of the garlic I've seen growing at the stores is a hardneck variety. There's both hardneck and softneck. You are going to have to find out what grows best in your area. And even though we're here in Texas, we found that hardneck garlic grows really well, even though a softer neck garlic is supposed to do better in our zone. We have had great results with hardneck garlics. So once you find those great big organic bulbs in the store, you're going to want to check them for firmness. Any soft cloves in there, and that is not going to yield good garlic for you at all. So give it a good squeeze, good press down, make sure it's fresh, and you'll be good to go. So another thing to think about and a mistake to avoid is not giving your garlic good enough soil and the proper nutrients. Garlic does really well in high organic matter soils, a sandy loam with a lot of organic matter. Also, it is a heavy feeder, so the more organic matter, the better. Now, it's not necessarily a heavy nitrogen feeder, and you don't want a super high nitrogen content in your soil because then you're going to get a lot of garlic leaves and not a big bulb. So make sure that the soil that you're planting in is very nutrient rich, but very balanced in its nutrients. Let's show you two more planting mistakes to avoid so that you don't get small bulbs. So there's actually 3 mistakes. I just wanted to reiterate that there's a proper direction to plant garlic. This is the root side, the side that was on the root on the bulb. The clove has a root side and a side where you're going to get your sprout from. You always want to plant that root side down. Now when planting your garlic, you do not want to plant it more than 3 inches under the ground. Between 1 to 3 inches is perfect for your garlic. So garlic hates competition, even with itself. So you're going to want to plant these no less than 4 inches apart from one another. 6 inches is better, but 4 inches will work. And don't forget, do not go deeper than 3 inches. Now in the springtime, your garlic is going to look like this. In Zone 8B, where we are in Texas, it's going to shoot out of the ground mid-February, maybe early February, depends on how the season is. So after harvesting your garlic in about June or July, do not forget to cure it properly. That curing process is really important to be able to save your garlic for your next season. So like I said, you want the best possible cloves the next year for even better garlic the following year. So just remember, if it's not fall, don't plant it at all. Because garlic really needs that overwintering to be able to grow perfectly the next season. If you try to plant garlic in the spring, it's not going to work out well for you. And you won't get those big bulbs we talked about. If you follow all those steps we talked about and avoid all those mistakes, you will have nice big garlic bulbs next season. Now go check out these gardening videos right here that I know will be incredibly helpful for you. Happy planting, have a great day, we'll see you on the next video.